Hey guys, Smithy again. Didn't really have time to do this last night, so I'm doing it from work. Power the Prime swoop. We finally started getting some Power the Prime stuff around here. I don't think anybody here follows me on Twitter, but I did post a couple pictures. I do have Leader Class Optimus, and we will be having I have a pretty big video planned for him. But today we're talking about Power the Prime's swoop, and I'm very excited about him. I never had any of the G1 guys. I was born in '92, so Beast Wars is what got me into it. So I've had dinosaur Transformers, I just never had the Dinobots, the original ones anyway. And this is an amazing callback to them. Absolutely love this guy. Take a little bit closer look at him here. You see, he's basically a brick with a beak. They pulled out all of the stops as far as making him look G1 accurate. I mean, basic wings. Got a hinge here with, it's kind of a, I can't really call it a ratcheted one, but it's pretty nice. Works pretty well. Now the universal complaint with this one is it still applies here, and that's the beak. It doesn't tab into place. It's on a friction hinge, and it's not pinned into place or anything. You can actually pop this sucker right off, and it's no big deal. So you could probably put some floor polish or maybe some nail polish on that little hinge and actually tighten it up so it'll sit in place. But as it is, it doesn't peg into place anywhere. And you can, if you hold the top of his beak, you can actually get his little mouth to open. You have this little posable dino feeties down here, and his entire head structure is actually on this black collar piece right here. So this can actually come up on that hinge. So put his little feet out, and here we go. We can get him into a flying pose if you want. And actually, he's got these two little ports right here on what will be his robot pelvis. That you could probably find a flight stand or something that would allow you to click that in. Comes with a couple accessories. He does come with his sword, which with this little tab right there, you can plug in so it sits right there, which doesn't look great, but it's storage. You got storage for it. It's not the best idea, but it's what we got. And all in all, I mean, they basically pull out all the stops for G1 accuracy on this thing. This is amazing, and I'm a little tickled to finally have this one. Also, we have the Prime Armor. Now, this is the gimmick of this line, and it is not the best gimmick, but it does have some play value. It basically turns every guy you get into a Power Master, and those of us who know what Power Masters are, or grew up on Power Masters, you get a lot of fun out of it. So, in this mode, you can use this. Doesn't peg in the same way. If you look, he's got these two little tabs on the back of his back here, and he's got, I don't know how well this will come across, but he has these. Oh, you can see them. So little slots right here. So you take the spiked part of it, and you just peg it onto place, and now you've got storage for it. So now he's a bigger brick with a beak. But there's not a whole lot to him. Like I said, I'm doing this at work, and let me just tell you right now, it is not easy to explain when you come in with a bag full of toys. But I wanted to do some actual comparisons with this one. So here's the last swoop we got. Age of Extinction Strafe. I got the Age of Extinction version because I don't like the the Last Night version. So you can see. Hello. As you can see, they're fairly different in size class, but he folds up a lot more compact than he does. Him, it's basically just like, well, here, put my arms on my wings and fold my legs down a little bit, pop my head down. He doesn't compact as well. So he looks bigger, but he's not over. There's not really any more to him. He's just, the transformation is different. Here he is with this one. This one I actually just found, or rather found in my collection. this is the Walmart exclusive. There's like these little battle packs version of Strafe from Age of Extinction. What this actually is it's a Beast Wars mold that they repainted and called it Strafe for a battle pack and sold it with a Legends Bumblebee. And then, of course, we'll sit him with his little sister, slash, you know. Dinosaur mode, there's really not a huge difference. More wings than anything else. But, yep, that's basically all there is to him. So, we're going to take a break from him for a second because I wanted to bring this up. This was the hardest part to explain bringing in. First off, have his collector card here with, let's see, this insignia is for Amalgamus Prime. You know how I know that? It says Amalgamus Swoop on the back. I'm so clever. And I actually brought the card back into his from his package because you know you get that same piece of artwork right there, and then on the back with the product shot, that is not the same Swoop. I mean, I don't know how well it's coming across, but this one is the artwork on this one looks a lot more like the G1 toy did than the G1 cartoon. He's based on the cartoon design. So I have three guesses for this. There's more, but these are the three most likely. This is either going to be an exclusive version, like either a store exclusive, maybe they took all of the movie Dinobots and they put them together with like a G1 color scheme and sold them as like a big battle pack. So it might be that, this might be the Takara exclusive, or this may have been the prototype and they just didn't bother to edit it out when they put it on here. There's a few different opportunities here for different repaints, but as it is, I'm happy with this one. Also, the other thing I wanted to bring up is the bios, okay? The bios in, like when I start, like I said, I started on Beast Wars. The bios for the Beast Wars guys were so much fun. And they really painted a picture of these characters. This one, and I'm reading this word for word, mind you. How will the fearsome Dinobot Bombardier wield the power of the Primes? That's it. That is it. And that's what I was looking at some of them in the store, and that's literally what all of them is. It's like, how will the so-and-so Autobot or so-and-so Decepticon or so-and-so Dinobot wield the power of the Primes? How will so-and-so wield the power of the Primes? Really scratching the bottom of the barrel here, guys. So anyway, we're going to skip all the rambling here, and we're going to get down to transformation because it is so simple. Okay, so transformation, uber simple. Take his legs here, unpeg him from there, flip him up all the way around, peg him in onto his back. And you grab his backpack here, peg it from his back, flip it straight around, separate it, flip his feet down. Now, I will say this does not peg together super securely. It might just be mine. I would venture a guess to say it's only mine because I've seen a couple reviews of this guy, and nobody else seems to be having that issue. Then, once you do that, you grab these side pieces right here and you untab them. This little peg right there pegs right into the side of his waistline here. So you do that, swing his arms forward, and do it this way, and then just reach in there and give me a second to fight with it. There we go. Flip out his hand like that. Do the same on this side. And then just pop the beak down. Now there is a small peg right here on the front of his crotch that actually pegs into place on the beak. So that actually holds that into place. And there we have Dinobot Swoop from Power of the Primes. And, I mean, look at that face. And it's focusing on my face. Of course it is. Focus on the face. Face! Dang it. It's not going to work. Alright, well. Sorry. Like I said, I'm still doing this from my phone. And one of these days I'll finally pull my head out of my butt and get a real camera to do this with. But, no. This is Power of the Primes Swoop. Are you going to stand? No, he's not going to stand. I'm literally perching this thing on a recliner we had in storage. No. Okay. Power of the Primes Swoop. Posability is everything you could possibly want. Waist swivel, The only problem with the weight swivel is you actually have to unpeg his dyno head from his crotch to do that. So that causes a slight problem. Ball jointed hips, swivels at the thigh, knee bend, ankle tilt. Oh, not ankle tilt, but ankle thing. Shoulders on ball joint, bicep swivel, good 90 degree, and you of course have that transformation joint. Wings are really stiff actually. You have this joint, you have this joint, and you have this joint. Do with that what you will. I'm not going to go through his combined mode stuff, but actually, wait, yes I am, but there's going to be a jump cut here in a second. But yeah, that's basically what you get. You can take his prime armor here, and there's little tabs, hold it up in front of my face, little tabs right there, and those tabs go right into the side of his dyno mode head here. So you just tab it on like that, basically hug it on there, and now he has a brick on his chest. Which, I will say this, the Power of the Primes gimmick is actually one of the better of the 3 gimmicks we've gotten in the past few months. Take Vector here, fold him up, and you just slide him right into the Prime armor just like that. Now he's a time-traveling dinosaur robot dude. Only issue is, this might just be mine. This is a QC issue. Now it's going to make a liar out of me, but it does not hold in super securely. I mean, I literally just, there's no friction whatsoever. So, do with that what you will. It's not a deal breaker for me, but it's something to be aware of. You can also take the little clear insert piece and use it as a little pistol if you really want to. I think that looks pretty dumb, honestly. Totally meant to do that, but you know, I just like that he got his sword. I'm a little disappointed that all of the Dinobots seem to be, with the exception of Grimlock, seem to be either getting their gun or their sword instead of their gun and their sword. I get why they're doing it, budget, stuff like that, I get it, I just don't like it. So that's basically what there is for that. There's going to be a jump cut here in a second because I got to show you some other stuff, but that is the gist of his robot mode. Now, cue the fade. And we're back. And now it's literally just robot comparisons now. Bring in Strafe again, and once again, he's bigger, but he's like hollow as you can get. And on top of that, you know, he's gonna look more gnarly because, you know, you have the Bay budget behind these ones. But, you know, there he is with Strafe. Here he is with his little sister, which actually, comparison-wise, I think this actually works pretty good. I'm actually really happy with Slash's scale in comparison to the rest of these guys. And finally, I want to show you guys this one because this also brings up a slight point. So, just fold this and unpeg the legs and undo that little piece right there, fold it down, and look at that. One-step transformer. Oh yeah, that's not a new concept. How dare they be so outrageous with a new concept of making one-step transformers? So, there he is with that one. There's, you know, technically Beast Wars SWOOP. So, there's that. Now that I got all that out of the way, I did want to go into the one of the limb modes. I'm not going to do them both. I'm only going to do his arm mode because it's the quickest one to get to, and I'm running short on time right now. This is actually because I'm going to be tagging Emgo in this video, or I'm going to be sharing it on one of his pages, so I want to pass a message along to him. To do his transformation into his arm mode, it's pretty simple. He's pretty much already there. Fold his hands back in, and fold his beak up. Now, he has these, I don't know how well it's coming off. Kind of see it. It's a tab right here on his side. He also, or a slot, and he has a tab, use my forehead here, right here on his arm. So what you do is you actually just fold his arms up at a 90-degree angle here, and you tab those right into his side. Once you do that, you actually grab his whole collar piece here, and fold his dino head up like that. You take his wings, you bring them down one notch. Now, this is the part that's a little bit tricky to do because his shoulders are on ball joints, but his shoulders have little tabs on them that you can't see on my camera because my camera is my phone, and he has little slot holes on his wings. So you basically just fold those in, and it's all a matter of getting everything lined up, and it's a real pain in the butt. Once you get that right, his wings actually tab into his shoulders like that. After that, you just tab his legs together like so. Now, depending on which side you go with, you flip the combiner port out of his back here. You can either fold it this way to give him a double elbow, but it also gives you a gap here, or you can fold it this way, pull his wings out a little bit, and just have the single elbow here. And then you bring in the prime armor, and this is also his fist. It's kind of like the hand-foot gun from Combiner Wars, only it doesn't suck. So you fold that open, and you just plug it into his feet, and it's super tight, just like that. And he has 2 thumbs. Now this is the part, this is directly to MGO, and for anybody else who needs to know this, MGO had, when he did this video, he said somebody on Twitter told him that you just fold the thumbs up in and you're all set. And he was 100% correct. You are wrong. You don't just fold the thumbs up in. But I think what he meant was you take the thumb, you fold it up like this, and then, I don't know how well you can see it, you fold it in like that, and then it gives it much more of a hand shape, and it kind of just thickens out his palm a little bit. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant when he said to just fold his thumb up in. He just wasn't specific about how to do it. So yeah, that's his arm mode. You know what? Forget it. We're gonna do his leg mode too. It's really easy to get into from this stage. So you take that off. You basically leave everything the way it is. You just take his legs, fold the combiner port all the way up, and he has kind of a Combiner War style legs. You push it out from here, and they actually will collapse up in on themselves, and then go back in up here. So I know I'm not doing this well on camera. I'm not too good at this just yet, but once you do that, just like that, you push them together. Push together. Push together. There we go. And there you have his leg mode. And he actually makes an excessively compact leg mode. But, you know, he's the flying one, so he'll be an arm, at least on mine. So, yep, that's probably gonna pack it up. I'm to the point now that I'm confident in the way I'm doing my channel. I'm making a little bit too long of a video here, but I want to make this point real quick to anybody who watches this. I'm confident in the way I'm doing my channel now. I'm kind of happy with this, and I'm going to start trying to grow my channel a little bit more. So I will say this: I will leave a link to my Twitter in the description down below. You can follow me there. I'll try to start updating that on a regular basis. Don't hold me to that, please. And just drop a like, comment if you want, and I'd really appreciate the subs if you can. If you don't want to, or if I just annoy you, you don't do it if you feel like it. And if you don't, whatever. But this has been the Smithy. That has been Power of the Primes Deluxe Swoop, and I'll catch you next time, guys.